Guys, did you know bringing your dependent into the UK might land you into trouble? Yes, you heard me right. Do you also know that coming as a dependent into the UK might land you into serious trouble? There has been ongoing cases all around social media of partners who successfully migrate into the UK. I mean, partners of skilled worker visa, care worker visa, study visa, who migrated into the UK, but on arrival, story began to change. So a particular man reached out to me saying that his wife is secretly trying to divorce him. Now, this said man is a dependent. His wife is the nurse. And he said he just discovered his wife is secretly processing a divorce without him knowing. I'm so shocked. Guys, things are really happening in this UK, no jokes. You see this thing called marriage, eh? It takes the grace of God. And I'm not the best person to talk about marriage as I am pretty young in it. However, from my experience thus far with marriage, I know that love alone doesn't make a marriage work. It takes commitment, dedication, endurance, forbearance, patience. Now, I don't know what transpires between this man and his said wife, okay? But I know for sure both parties will definitely have themselves to be blamed, will definitely play a role in all of this. You see, I've been seeing this on social media, TikTok, Instagram, on YouTube here. I still never believe that someone would come to tell me that he is experiencing this. Now, I am not here to blame anybody, but one thing I know for sure is that it is pretty evil to process a divorce secretly without telling your partner who you know that is depending on your visa. And you know, with this old divorce stuff, once you process it, you process it. There's no going back. And you just come and tell the man, okay, this is the divorce paper, sign it. You have just if you sign it, then that is it. And the man's faith is shattered. He doesn't know where he stands. So according to the man, he got to know, apparently from one of the woman's friend or something, okay? And he is running utter scatter looking for COS as we speak. Now, what is a dependent visa? A dependent visa solely means you are depending on the main applicant. Be it you are a man who brought the wife is depending on you. Be it you are a woman who brought the husband is depending on you. Be it you are girlfriend and boyfriend on civil partner marriages, okay? The person is depending on you. So you see why I said sometimes coming as a dependent might not be the best option, because you never can tell where the coin might face. It's shocking that this particular couple are Africans. I don't want to mention the country, okay? But it's shocking. You know, when we talk about marriages in Africa, it's totally different from what we see here in the Western world. We are not the one to just sit and say, bush with divorce, bush with divorce. You get what I mean? We are willing to put all heads together, make it work. If it's involving family, try and make it work, involving God, okay? But one thing I also know that most marriages that are thriving back at home, when they come here, that is when they really see what it means to be married. What does this mean? I've heard of a story of a 12-year marriage that broke on arrival to the UK. It's not look like the UK is the one scattering marriages, okay? But to put this more simply, most marriages back at home might just be being out together on a thin thread line. But when they come here, they say that it's a different world totally. Maybe the man is to be blamed, the woman is to be blamed. They just go their separate way because they both are not willing to work again, or the pressure, maybe friends are advising you or stuff. You've come and see a different life here, you can do whatever you want. Now, I am not supporting that if you're unhappy in a marriage, you shouldn't leave. Okay, at the end of the day, happiness is all that matters. But then again, I'm strongly against this particular woman divorcing this woman in secret, knowing fully well when the divorce goes through, that man will be at the fate of nothing. Maybe he might have just a week to start running around for COS, and how possible it is to get a COS in just a week. It's not possible. And what would you tell your children? Oh, I'm the cause that daddy was deported back home. I'm the cause why daddy is running around like an illegal immigrant. You don't love this man anymore. You tell him to his face, I don't like you anymore. We need to process divorce together. Don't just catch him unaware. Now, I'm not blaming nobody, neither am I taking any side, as I don't really know the full details of this. He didn't really dive into this so much. He just told me that, okay, his wife is processing divorce and is running around to get a COS. Guys, I'm also going to say this. If you are coming in with a dependent visa, please, on your arrival, after few weeks of your stay here, after you've settled, please start looking for your own COS. Not even for divorce sake, not at all, but for security purposes. What if, for instance, you came in as a dependent and you're married to a man who is a daughter? Now that man loses his job. Maybe you work with a private company and he loses his job. His company says, okay, we can't continue with this organization anymore. We're closing down the company. He loses his job. What would be the fate of you and your child or your children in the meantime? Reason why I said you need to fight for your own COS, not just as a man or a woman, as long as you're a dependent in the UK on a dependent visa. Fight for your own COS for security purpose, not even because of divorce. It gives you something to always fall back to. You get what I mean? Now, for marriages and the whole issue with marriages now in the UK, all I'm going to say is that with marriage, there's no formula at all. What works for one might not work for the other. And each partners have their own part to play. Maybe for instance, you're a man, you want to eat swallow from morning to night, and your wife is doing 12 hours shifts each day, and you're also doing 12-hour shift. Now both of you come back, knowing fully well you'll be tired. You still want the woman to go and turn gari for you or turn semo for you with tiredness. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is that you need to be able to let go of some things. Maybe you both come back, you can just grab like maybe a tea, eat, go and sleep. If you as a woman, you know your husband love eating swallow, maybe you do bulk cooking, stock in the fridge. When it comes, you can just throw it in the microwave, warm it and eat. Like I said from the beginning, I might be pretty young to be talking about marriages, but I know for a fact it takes a lot of tolerance. A lot of tolerance, letting go and whatnot to be able to let it work. I've been married for the past 3 years, so that is quite some time to be able to gain experiences here and there. But guys, it's shocking. It's shocking, oh. It's shocking. As Africans, it's shocking because I know we uphold our marriages. It's not like the Western world, yeah, that any small thing, they break up. It's well. Let's just hand everything in the hands of God. Being married in the UK, most especially with kids, you know, it's not really easy. Definitely there will be stress, you know, ongoing stress and whatnot, and it might allow you guys to break if you're not strong enough. I mean, there's a particular YouTuber, I don't want to mention her name. She's pretty young too. She came with the study dependent visa. She recently talked that she and her husband, just 1 year in the UK, they almost broke up. Imagine, this one, they don't even have children yet. So it's just a lot of tolerance, prayers. I wish you all the best of luck, but honestly, guys, things are really happening in this UK, honestly. Things are really happening. God help us all. God help us. It's not easy, but God help us.